Anyways, you guys, I really feel like y'all really come here to be nosy and inquire about my relational status, and that's okay. To be honest, that's totally fine. But if that's what y'all come here for, let me give it to you straight. So, you know, like in my singleness right now, well, you know, like in singleness in general, it fluctuates. You know what I'm saying? Your desires fluctuate. Like, singleness is not one straight line. Like, you feel one way for a certain season, you might feel another way for next few months or whatever. Right now in my life, with just transitioning to California and just all this stuff being new, I am in a place right now where my desire to be in a relationship is like, you know, it's like here and there. You know, it's like I'm not like pressed to meet anybody, but if I did, it would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a really content place, I'd say, right? And, you know, everyone kind of keeps making comments like, oh, you're going to San Diego, you're going to find your husband, and your husband going to be there. People said the same thing about DC, y'all, and I'm still very single, right? So it's like, when they say that, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I feel like I'm in a different place in my singleness right now that I've never really been in before. Because it's like, I value marriage and just like having a man a little differently. Because, like, you know, I shared with you all in that first video when I first moved to San Diego, just like give you a rundown of everything. And just like how God's been changing my perspective on a lot of things. And so, like, remember we talked about satisfaction and how it's just earthly things don't really satisfy me anymore. And on that list is a man, because like having a man, boyfriend, fiance, husband, all the things, like that is something that has always been so important to me, for obvious reasons, right? But not just to have a man just to say I have one, but because of the things that, you know, being in a relationship can bring. You know, like you get natural companionship, or not natural companionship, you get automatic companionship, someone to share your moments with, someone to call and, you know, someone to call to vent to, and, you know, like just a partner to do life with, right? Like, that's like the best benefit of having someone there. And so, like, I had just been working through these past few months, kind of like trying to put that in its place, you know, and not making, and I know it sounds cliche to say making that an idol. I don't know if those are exactly the right words for me, because I feel like that's kind of an understatement. Like, yeah, relationship was an idol, but it's like my response to, and my response in that pursuit was like just so different. It wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to find a man, seek a man. It was like how I'm responding to the men that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, the men that are around, the men that could possibly be it. I was responding to them and their not longevity. I was responding to them and their attachment in an idealistic way. You know what I'm saying? And so now there are no men, and I'm just like, I feel like way balanced out right now. I feel like in my singleness, I'm like 45% want to be with somebody, and then 55% I'm good, actually. And so y'all know that I have been not making comments, but y'all know I've been letting y'all in on what's tea. Now, I told y'all about my intentionality and how I've been moving and stuff, right? And so I said I was really proud of my intentionality, and I am. Like I said, like, I'm not checking for a man, but if opportunity comes, I'm not going to be one of those play hard to get women. I'm going to respond appropriately and accordingly, right? And so that's what I had been doing. And then today, I learned some information that withholds me from moving forward. And so it is just so discouraging to me, though, because it's like, I already didn't have no energy for this. I already didn't have no energy for this, Lord. You know what I'm saying? And so to wipe out the hope of the little bit of energy I had, it's like, all right, God, yep, like I'm so good on this, like for real now. And I say that oftentimes in my singleness, like, oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I say when I get rejected. That's what I say when I find out something. Like, that's what, I'm good on a man. I'm gonna be single and bad all by myself. Shut up. But this time is a little different for me. It's like, I already wasn't really satisfied by the idea of being with somebody. It was just more of a like a it would be nice thing, and now the option's not there no more. And so it's really just like, God, I really ain't really checking for it no more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, Ariel, yeah, you are. Like, you want to be married. I do, y'all. No, but it's just, I feel like I've never been this exhausted before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been single before. I've been single. I'm not even doing the math. I'm not even doing that because I'm only 29. That's like not even fair to say to someone who's been single, who's older than me, that's been single for real. Like, I'm only 29. Be so for real, right? But it's just like, right now, like as of today, I just don't have the energy for the desire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's like eventually I'll get married, but I just really don't even have the energy to even go down that street, you know? Like how I said, like with this situation, I peeped game, so then I started to respond. But I'm in a place right now where it's like, if I peep game, I don't even know if I'm going to respond, because the desire just isn't there right now. And not because I don't want it to be, not because I don't want to be married, but because I'm so exhausted, you guys. Like, it's too hard to catch a man. It's just too hard. It's becoming absolutely ridiculous. Like, it is. To enter the get to know status is becoming too exhausting. And I'm just like, okay, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired anyway, so it's all right. You know, it's like putting forth energy from a beaten place. I am so burnt out in my singleness. I don't have the stamina and the energy to even pursue. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, And yeah, I know, like, women don't pursue. I know that. Well, let me say respond then. I don't even have the energy to respond. Like, if a white horse walked past my car right now, I gotta let it just walk. I'm just exhausted, y'all. It's like, I'm just exhausted. Like, yeah, I'm all healed up and the surgery went well, but that whole accident took a lot out of me. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Maybe I know that my stamina will be restored, but right now, oh no. And it's just like, it's not a place of discouragement. It's a place of lack of desire. And it's not like a desire because of discouragement. It's like a desire because of energy. I just don't have the energy. Like, I want to be eager and zealous and excited, you know, to meet a man and run into the right guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, and it's not that I'm not, because in my heart I am, but I am just way too exhausted. This is getting way too exhausting to even, like I said, it's not, that's why I'm being really careful with my words, because I don't want to say anything cliche like dating is exhausting. I'm not even dating. Like, I'm not even dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I'm just meeting people, and even that is exhausting. And that is just not going good. And it's just like, God, we can't even get off the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang. And it's like when you exert all your energy, it's like a plane trying to take off for real. Like, this plane trying to take off the ground. And you know, when you're on a plane, it reaches different altitudes. I'm not a pilot. But I know that, like, you get to the point where you're in the sky, and then you get to the point where you're in the sky and you're like above the clouds, but you can still see the land. And then you get to the point where you're so high you can't see nothing, right? And like, it takes a while to get up there, right? But child, I'm just trying to get off the runway. Plane not even taking off. I can't even get off the runway. And it's like, Lord, you know, like, but when you are the engine is down, babe, and it's like, why don't you have any more fuel? Because I spent all my fuel trying to get this plane off the runway, honey, trying to get off the runway, and now I don't even have any fuel to catch a flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to travel no more. Like, that's where I'm at, because it's like, I lost all my fuel. I burnt all my energy out trying to pursue at the surface, trying to respond to the most basic, very beginning, like, level, and it's going nowhere. And it's like all that energy that's going into meeting somebody and it failing is too much. And so I just gotta let God restore my fuel again, because I just don't have it. I promise you, y'all, if Morris finds himself walk himself across this parking lot right now, I'ma just have to just shake my head, because he's so beautiful, and that's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't have the energy. I don't have it, y'all. I don't even have the energy to say hello, you know? Like, I'm in a missed opportunity type place right now. Like, girl, you just gonna, sure am. I sure am just gonna let him. Girl, you're not gonna say nothing. Girl, I sure am not. Like, girl, I sure am not gonna say anything more to that man. Because, girl, I'm too exhausted from where that can go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yes, there's a 50-50 chance it can turn into something, or it might not. But I don't even have the energy to see if it can or not, you know? And that's the unfortunate part. And I know that sounds really defeating and like, oh, I'm just letting the enemy burn me out and get me down. No, it's real. And the realest part about it is that I'm being transparent about where I am. And I don't want to stay here. I don't know how many times I communicated in these 15 minutes that I want the desire again. You know, like, I want the desire. I want to be excited and zealous. No, I said that like 11 times. And so it's not a place of pity. I hate pity. Like, oh my God. Like, sitting here, oh my God, woe is me. I'm not doing all that. Just addressing where I am. And I'm just like, oh God, it sucked to be here, you know, but let me have grace with myself while I'm here so that God can restore me. Because what I don't want to do is kind of bypass this moment and kind of bypass where I really am and really burn myself out. Because that's how you really can become bitter. And I don't want to be bitter, right? I don't have nothing to really be bitter about. But you can become bitter when there is continued failure. You can become bitter and a whole bunch of other things, right? And so that's not me, you know, that's not where I am, thank God. But I need to be honest with myself, and I need to be transparent. I need to have grace with myself and be like, Ariel, while we, you know, do desire this one day, right now it's not like a grand desire, so you're okay. You were already just content with being single, like, and that's good, you know. But I do understand that you don't really have the energy right now to even respond to a basic interaction with a man, and that's okay. You know, that's all right. Because I don't have, like I said, I'm putting it on the shirt, y'all. I'm gonna brand myself. I don't have to catch a man. I don't have to do that, you know. Like, God's not that type of God. It's not gonna be a, oh, yes, you missed out. No, God's not like that, you know. So, and thank God that he's not, because that would suck if I had one opportunity to meet this husband and I blew it because I was too tired. That's crazy. So thank God that God is not like that. But yeah, so that's where I am, you guys. I am emotionally exhausted from just this whole interaction today. Because I'm just like, Lord, you know. And so yeah. So if y'all catch me trying to respond to a man, tell me to stop. Remind me of where I am so I can rest and be restored, you know, and not work from a place of just lowliness. That's not gonna be good, you know. So that's where I am, you guys. I'm on my way home. We're not doing no downtown today. We're not taking no walks. I'm on my way home. I got some laundry I need to do, and that's it. That's it. Okay, I'm going home to do this laundry, and we're gonna eat when it's time to eat, and we're gonna probably finish watching out Basketball Wives, and that's gonna be all. Unless God has something else in store for me that I just can't see coming. But that's it. So I'm gonna see y'all probably in another vlog or another vlog on another day. Yeah, I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, God willing. But we'll see. Excuse me, we'll see how it goes, you guys. All right, you guys. So I went home. I did my laundry, and then I came back out. I'm downtown right now. I spoke to my parents about the situation, and my mom gave me a really different perspective on it. So it like really encouraged me. And I was like, I'm really not like sad enough to have a whole like sad day. So I just didn't feel like being down, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna go out. So I'm back out, and I'm just hanging out. And I just want to enjoy downtown a little bit. Because I realized, like, whenever I come down here... Oh, God. Okay, let me go. I realized that whenever I come down here, I never, like, am down here leisurely. I'm always down here doing something. And I know, like, I came the other night. But when I came the other night, again, I was just trying to see something real quick. Like, I don't ever come with no agenda. I always come with an agenda to be somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not being nowhere right now. I'm just being here. I'm being outside. So, yeah. I don't know where that little shop went. On the way home, I passed a little shop. And that's why I came back. Because I was like, well, that look cute. I don't know what it's at for real. So, see if we can find it. Love you too. guys, so I got caught up. Listen, I am not even a shopper. Like I don't shop ever. Like, ask me when was the last time I bought something for myself. Like I just don't do that, right? Excuse me. So the little shop that I peeped, I just know me. You know what I'm saying? I just be loving how self-aware I am about myself. But when I passed that shop earlier, I said, ooh. And I wanted to turn around in the middle of the streets, y'all. But I didn't, you know? And so when I ran up on it, I was like, ooh. And then when I walked inside, I was like, ooh, ooh. You guys, it was like Play-Dohs. So it was like, but it was like a vintage Play-Dohs. It was so dope. I was like, oh my God. They had all types of vintage clothes in there. Like everything in there was vintage except for like one section. So dope, so dope, so dope. Like that's my type of style. Like I just love it. I just love everything that nobody has, you know? So I bought me some stuff, you know, and I never do that. But I didn't buy anything for me, for real. Excuse me. I actually bought, next week at school, it's homecoming. So I bought me a shirt for the theme. It's animal or jungle. And so I don't have no animal print. And I know one of the days is animal print. So I got me an animal print shirt. And then I got my brother this crew neck. I think it's really dope. I was trying to FaceTime him, but he don't never answer the phone. So that's too bad for him. But when my parents come this weekend, I will send it back with them so they can deliver it to their son. So yeah, I'm just so happy that like I left the house and came back out and trusted my intuition, which I never do. Sometimes I do. And usually I'm right. And I was right again. And I bought stuff. I never do that. So I'm really happy. And I'm also trying to, you know, be more resourceful with my money. So I'm trying to buy things for more people and not just myself, you know. Like I said, I don't ever buy clothes. Ever. Literally just, I don't do it. So the fact that I bought some clothes today, it's real big of me. So I'm just feeling good. It's cute. You know, it's hot. But it's cute out here. I'll be out here for about maybe 20 more minutes. And then I'll head back because the sun's going to drop in a second. And you're not going to catch me outside when it's dark. Unless I plan to be outside when it's dark. But not where I parked. So I'm going to just mind my business a little bit more. And I'll get ready to head on back. So it's a nice Tuesday, you guys. Guys, I am back from shopping. Really great time. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I don't know if it's just me. Like, I don't know if I just love the city a lot or what, but every time I have a great time every time. I think I just really love being in the city. I am a city girl. Like, I don't know how I ended up in North Carolina, but I don't know. I felt so great. I'm so glad that I spent the block and I came back downtown, because I had a phenomenal evening down here. Just so good. I enjoy popping in the little shops, knowing I'm not gonna buy nothing. I enjoy just scoping the scene. I also was able to get some photography in. I got a lot of pictures. I gotta go through them, and that was the goal too. I was like, let's just go downtown and hang out and take some pictures. I was like, you're right. So I'm so happy that I was able to get some really dope snapshots. Yeah, I really enjoyed my time downtown today. It was so nice, you guys. Like, oh my god. Yeah. I'm still contemplating though, like, where I want to live. Like, PB is still up there for sure. I don't know. Like, I originally wanted to live in downtown, but there are a lot of homeless people downtown. So, but I also guess it just kind of depends on what, like where. But it's just still like it's a huge homeless population downtown. So that's a little concerning for me, because I told y'all, they're not just homeless. A lot of them are mentally extremely unstable. And it's just a little disturbing, to be honest. So, I don't know. But I had a good time downtown, you guys. Really great, okay? We're going back to the house. I'm about to go cook. And I'm about to watch some Basketball Wives. I wish it was a game on tonight. But it's like, oh, yeah, all those bars. Oh my gosh. I don't know if it's the city, if it's me. I don't know what it is, but oh my gosh, all those bars. I saw this really dope bar. It's called Happy Docks, I think. And it's so cute. They have like games in the bars, like way in the back, but they have like games and a turf. It's so cute. And they open up at 3. They're only open 3 days a week, but they open up at 3. So that's really nice. Like, that's somewhere I would love to go after work. Grab me some nice little fries and lemonade, and like catch an old replay of a game. Just chill, be downtown. Like, such a vibe. I love it so much, you guys. So yeah, but I'm about to go home and watch Basketball Wives, y'all. It is getting crazy. It is too entertaining for me. Oh, here go the ambulance. Oh, it's a fire truck. Oh, they going right down the block. Oh, look. Going right down the block, y'all. He trying to lead 2 hours. Woo, they flying. Y'all saw them shake my little car. Okay, guys, I'm about to end the vlog, but I talked to my dad, because remember I told you I went to a new church on Sunday. And so whenever I go to any new church, no matter what state, city I'm in, like, and if I feel like I'm feeling it, I always send my dad a sermon, because I need like adult discernment. I'm like, they preaching Bible or no? Like, 'cause I don't know all the Bible, so just let me know. Is there anything that you hear that's like off-putting, or anything that's like, this is not it? Y'all, my dad listened to the he didn't even get to the sermon yet. He said it's giving cults. I'm like, Lord. Cults? Seriously? Like, and that's not a stretch, y'all, because the reason why I was hesitant about going to church and was late getting there is because it was giving cult to me too. Like, I was like, I don't know about this. Like, this seems a little cultish. I was like, just go and see. And so I was praying before I went, like, all the things. I was like, Lord, please don't let me be misled. Because, girl, spirits, we don't want to walk in no environment that just ain't holy, you know? And so when my dad said it's giving cold, I'm like, Lord, y'all, I don't know. I don't know. When he got to hear the sermon first, he said, but he's like, I don't know. Let me finish it. But you guys, if it is giving cold,
I'm just so disappointed because y'all, all I want to do is go to church on Sunday. That's all I want to do. I want to go to church on Sunday, and I just don't want to have any pastor tell me about what I need to do to have God bless me and give me stuff. Like, that is like messing with my relationship with God. I promise y'all, like, I got real caught up when I was living in the DMV, and my whole focus became about my purpose. That's all I was focused on. My purpose, my purpose, my purpose. Like, okay, what has God called me to do here? Okay, boom. I think I figured it out. And every time, like, I feel like I reach somewhere where it's like, oh, I think God has called me to do this thing, this big thing. I'm like working my butt off to pursue after that big thing so that I can please God, because I want to reach purpose. It's almost giving like nirvana, y'all. It's really giving like a whole nother religion. Like, I kept wanting to reach purpose, not God, purpose. I wanted to reach God's purpose, which is whatever he called me to, real bad. Like, okay, God called me to do this one thing here on earth, this one big thing. So I need to pursue after that one big thing. And I need to make sure I'm doing this, that, and the third so I can hear from God. So I need to live a certain way so I can hear from God. Because if I don't hear from God, then I'm going to miss out on more whispers from him that go in line with the purpose, right? I mean, so exhausting. Like every time I go into church, I'm trying to hear from God. I'm trying to lock in what the pastor's saying. I'm trying to make sure I got all the steps. Like, oh, okay, on Monday when I get back to work, I'm gonna make sure I do this, that. Oh, that's what was withholding me from my purpose. That's why I haven't reached my purpose yet. That's why, and it's just like I was so focused on my purpose and this big career, like the for real career, like you work a bunch of jobs. But I was like, no. I need to figure out what God has called me to do here on this earth. Like, I know he's called me to do a lot of little things, but there's got to be one big thing. Like, what has he called me to do? What is the ultimate thing? Like, okay, I put Ariel here for this, and it's like, okay. So once I feel like I found out, like, okay, this is the one thing God put me here for. This is the big thing. And there are so many things that these are steps to get to that one big thing. And so I got to make sure I steward these steps well so that I can get to the one and only purpose God put me here for. And it's exhausting. Because it's like, okay, I have this little job right now, but I got to make sure I do this job well. And I got to make sure, like, and when I go to church on Sunday, the pastor is helping me see my character anyways. He's helping me to, point out all these flaws that I could do better. And it's so important for me to do my job well because I'm a Christian and I want to honor God in my work. But more importantly, because I gotta make sure that I do this job how I'm supposed to do it. Because if I don't, like this job is in the pathway to my purpose and anything else that's going along with my purpose. So I gotta steward this well and steward that well. And if I get a little boyfriend, I gotta steward that relationship well. I gotta steward my marriage well. I gotta steward everything well, because these are all things that lead up to the purpose. And I gotta reach the purpose that God put me here for on earth. I cannot die and not have reached my purpose. I cannot die and be one of those people in the graveyard full of potential and I didn't reach my purpose. I know why God put me here. I know my purpose, and I just need to pursue my purpose. Like, I need to do everything I need to do. I need to be intentional about where I live and where I move, because if I move here, that might take me out of the purpose. But if I move there, that might have something to do with the purpose. So I need to be praying to make sure that wherever I go is in alignment with God, and so that I can continue to fulfill my purpose there. I need to make sure that wherever I go, it aids in the purpose and not away from my purpose. It had nothing to do with God. It was all about my purpose. And I was doing it in the name of Jesus, like, oh, I'm gonna pursue this purpose because this is what I wanted to honor God so badly. And I felt like the biggest way to honor him was to do the one thing that he put me here on earth to do, the one thing, as if that's just it, you know? Like, oh, I know God is gonna, I like a little dude with this little, what we doing? Like, I know God, he always calls me to do Christian things, but if I don't get to this purpose, like, that's the ultimate goal in my life. I have to reach purpose. I have to just do the big calling God put me here. And so while your intent is to pursue God, your intent is to honor God in your purpose, your intent is to please him by figuring out what you're supposed to be doing and then doing that one thing, that's what your whole life becomes. And so everything becomes about purpose. Everything, the whole entire thing. And when you don't do something right, it's like, dang, okay, well, I gotta do something different. And then don't let no dilemmas come in, like no anxiety, no stress, and no failed relationship. Don't let none of that stuff come in, because that's way off track from the purpose, you know. And it is so exhausting. And I kept telling God, like a few months out of me like leaving that church, I kept telling God, I was like, Lord, I feel like our relationship is gimme. I feel like the only reason why I love you is because you give me things, you know, Lord. And I don't want that relationship with you. I kept telling God that, like, on the way to church, Sunday after Sunday. God, I just feel like our relationship is gimme. I just feel like our relationship is, like, I love you, God, like how they say I do. But I feel like I only love you for real because, like, if I ask myself, like, why do you love Jesus? God, every answer is because of all the things you do for me and all the blessings I have. And I was like, God, I just don't want that relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's when I read, like, so after that, I stopped going to church for like a few months, all the things. And then I ran into 2819 Church in Atlanta and Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell, and it changed my life. And that was like the first time ever where I just wasn't hearing about purpose. I was like, what? I thought it was all about me. I thought it was all about me and my purpose and pursuing my purpose and what job I get next and how I steward my job and what state I move to and me listening in for God. I thought that when I read the Bible, I'm supposed to be reading the Bible for confirmation on the things that I think God is telling me about where I am to help aid me to the purpose. Like, I thought it was all about me, right? I thought that it was all about, like, okay, I have to make sure I hear from God, which is why I got to be in my word, because God's going to speak to me through his word about this guy I'm seeing, and I got to make sure it's the right guy because he adds to my purpose. And I might not even reach my purpose if I'm with the wrong guy, because that's what my pastor told me, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh, no, like nothing can get in the way of the purpose. Not God, not my relationship with God, but the purpose, y'all. And so I was praising the purpose, idolizing the purpose, and did not even know it until I heard something different. And when I heard Pastor Phil talk about Jesus, like just straight up, like 50 minutes about Jesus and 50 minutes about like just a story in the Bible, and talking about like geographically what it was looking like and comparing it to like today's times, and thoroughly explaining one of the stories of the Bible and the people in the Bible and what they were doing and how they responded to Jesus during that encounter. And then him even reading the Bible and showing me Jesus in the Bible, like showing me basically any verse in the Bible and how it's about Jesus, it changed everything for me. And so ever since then, I just have had a hunger and a desire and a fire to just hear more about Jesus during the gathering. I just want to know more about Jesus. I want to know more about like who he was here on earth. I want to know more about his character and his spirit. I want to know just about, like, I want to know God, you know, like I want to like know, like, oh no, that's my daddy. Like, y'all playing, that's my daddy right there. Like, y'all better clear this room. That's the Holy Spirit. You know, like I want to know his character. I want to know his voice. I want to, you know, I want to read the word to learn more about him. Like, no more Ariel, you know? And so it's like literally died to self. And that church is in Atlanta. And so I've been attending as an online disciple for a year and a half. And then I found an amazing church in Raleigh, and they are preaching the gospel as well, talking about Jesus, helping me to learn more about Jesus. When we open our Bible, they show me Jesus in the word and just help me to understand who he is, his character, his love, all the things. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. I love it so much. I don't walk out of there feeling like I need to go do something tomorrow at work to reach a purpose. I walk out of there like, oh, that Jesus is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so refreshing because you don't have to focus on you. Focusing on you is so stressful, which is why we be stressed, because we're trying to get our lives together. Don't try to get your life together. Like, look at Jesus and I promise you the weight's gonna be lifted off. Like, I know it sounds so corny and so churchy, but legit. And so that was in Raleigh, and now I'm in California. And so ever since I've been here for about a month and a half. And of course, I'm looking at church. I was looking at churches before I got here. Couldn't really find what I was looking for. Got here, got to actually attend some churches in person. Every single church, at some point, they're talking about me, talking about my purpose. They giving me steps at the end about how I can reach my purpose and be a better employee at work tomorrow, so I can continue to build my destiny, so I can reach the purpose that God has called me to. That is not mispreaching. Like, that's not wrong. It's just not complete. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, after 27 years of hearing about me and hearing about how to have God bless me, how to activate my faith, how to reach my purpose and step into my purpose and not have anything mess it up, and you know, how to receive all these things from God. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I just want to hear about some Jesus now. And I can't find no Jesus nowhere in San Diego. What's going on? I mean, I can find him along with my purpose, along with me activating my faith, along with receiving promises and blessings. Like, and I'm not saying that I don't want any of those things. I'm just saying that's not my focus anymore. Like, I just want to hear about freaking Jesus, bro. That's it. Like, I just don't want to hear about me. I don't want to go to any gathering on any Sunday and hear nothing about me. Don't tell me about me. Don't tell me about what I can do, what I need to do, how I need to do it to get something from God. That's not good. That's not a conducive relationship. I don't want that relationship with God. I want one where he's giving me nothing and I'm just learning about him, and that alone is enough. And it just makes me more hungry. Like, wow, that's dope. It's refreshing, you know? And so I just haven't found a church like that yet here in San Diego. I've just been finding these, you know, the normal, basic, non-denominational churches talking about they love Jesus. They're not like that. Like I said, they're not preaching Bible. You know, they're saved churches. They're preaching the Bible. Everything they're saying is true. But they just focus on, you know, receiving things from God, blessings, promises, all the things. And I just don't want to hear that. I want to learn more about God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit and all the great things. I don't want to learn more about them to get stuff from them. I just want to learn about them because I'm intrigued and because I want to know who they are, you know? Because it helps me to fall more in love with them and to honor them more. And that's it. So y'all, I thought I found it on Sunday, but my dad said it's a cult. So I don't know. I don't know, you guys, but it's exhausting. Church hopping is exhausting. I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, I really rather just sit in the house on Sunday and watch 2819 online, but I actually really rather not do that. Like, I'd rather be attending a gathering. I want to be in the fellowship of other believers on Sunday. Like, there's a power there. Like, you need to be in a room. But I can't find no rooms. I can't find no rooms, like, without hearing about me. And y'all, the reason, like, I was so anxious when I was going to that church. I was legitimately stressed out. Stressed, trying to reach its purpose. It's stressful. And I just can't afford to hear anymore. Like, I can't even afford one Sunday. Like, I can't afford to hear somebody tell me about how to receive some stuff from God. I can't. It stresses me all the way out. Because then I walk out of there trying to, like, do everything that he said do. And he confirmed it with the Bible. The Bible do say do that. So do it. Activate it. Receive it. Worship God. I know you hurting, but worship him. Something's going to break loose. You're going to receive a miracle. Joy is coming in the morning. All the things. I just don't want to hear none of that crap. I just want to hear about Jesus. Just tell me about who he is, you know. Tell me about God's character. Remind me about how God wants me to respond to this situation. Because that's so much more important than telling me about how I need to respond as a Christian to receive a blessing from God. Instead, show me how God responds to this type of turmoil in life. That's going to carry me, not me learning about how to receive something from God. That's just not, that's not going to do it for me, you know? So that's my biggest frustration, you guys. But I'm certain I have an eyelash in my eye right now that's like really bad. It's probably really long because I can feel it and it's painful. But I'm about to eat my din and watch me some Basketball Wives. Y'all, I should not be watching Basketball Wives, but it's just, I ain't even gonna say it's so good because it's so bad. It's so bad that it's so good, y'all. I don't even know what to do and say. But yeah. But that's where I'm at with things. So if there's anybody from San Diego watching this that you know what I'm talking about and you know about gospel preaching, not American church preaching, gospel, and you know a church, let me know. Because I need to hear the gospel. I don't want to hear no fluff. So, yep. But until then, I'll just be an online disciple. So, but yeah, y'all check out 2819 Church. Check out the Summit Church, RDU. Those churches will hold you down. It will change how you even view your whole entire walk. I promise you. Like, you're going to be so refreshed. So, yeah. But I'm ready to eat, like I said. So, I'm going to talk to y'all later.